Hello, this is one of the smallest and cheapest box Lego Marvel sets that I've ever reviewed. It's called Spider Man and Sandman Showdown. Let's take a closer look. Key thing to keep in mind here is that this is a 4+ set, so what previously would have been called juniors, so the builds are very, very simple, and this is mostly about just putting the characters against each other. We're going to take a closer look at these figures, of course, but the very first thing I want to do is put Spider-Man into his quad so that all of the adults, all the teens, and even all the older kids can be like, Spider-Man doesn't need a vehicle. Rada, 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 rada. Hey, check it out. Spider-Man's vehicle. This is actually just fine. It's interesting. The chassis is made from 2 identical parts, so halves rather than one single thing. That was a little bit unexpected, but it works. The design works. It looks like this chassis will accommodate some larger wheels and tires on different vehicles in the future, if this is even something that's new. I mean, I don't follow the junior stuff all that well, so I may be mistaken, and this may have already existed before, but either way, I think it's fine. This is a print, and it's a pretty good print there for the nose. You can put the figure right into the seat just fine. Younger kids are going to break this off for sure. The little fire coming off, and they're never going to find it again, and that's fine. It still works just fine like this. Obviously a very simple, easy build. I could actually even see a third wheel being added in between there. Yellow colored frictionless Technic pins, new for, I think they first were introduced just last year, but they're going to become more common. I hope they won't become too common, because those same pieces are typically done in light gray, which is a nice neutral color, but yellow really stands out. Fortunately here, it doesn't really matter that much in this context, but I just hope they don't overuse those in the future. But yeah, I mean, this is fine. It's just a vehicle. You put a character on it and then you drive around. Whatever. Done. The build for Sandman, meanwhile, is just a little sand pile with a catapult. And you put a little block of sand in there and then you catapult it. There you go. It comes with 2 of these to use as ammo. I wish it came with more than that, but it's simple enough, works just fine. This Sandman doesn't even fit on my usual minifig spinner, so we'll just look at it here. I like that piece. I want to continue to see that lower piece used for more and more things in the future. That's a good color combination for it, with just plain tan on top of dark tan. And you put a regular minifig torso into it. It just fits right into it. Unfortunately, this set does not also come with a set of regular legs for Sandman. I think that would have been a huge boon, just a major win if they had done that, and they didn't. I get it. I mean, this is the character how it's supposed to be, but including some legs would have helped a lot. And I think more kids would enjoy playing with Sandman with the legs and then kind of going back and forth. Underneath, this has some stud, or rather anti-stud connections, but it's a little bit awkward in its arrangement, how it's set up, how it's. That's the front there. So you've got a 3 stud with the, span there. I wish there was something in the middle. It would have been a little bit easier. The figure itself obviously uses the old angry clone face. That's fine. I think I don't have a problem with that, as long as it's not being used for Star Wars stormtroopers who aren't supposed to be clones. They switched from that. They can still use that face. I'll still allow it for something else. The print for the torso is not great, though. I have to say that the opacity for the tan is unacceptable. I don't care if this is a cheap set made for younger kids. Lego is supposed to have certain standards. They've not held up to those standards here, so we gotta call them out for that. It's not good. Spidey looks pretty good up close, at least from the front. The print for the blue on the torso is actually technically a little bit too bright, which is odd. Usually, if things are going to go the wrong way, they're going to go too dark, or it's going to kind of get muddy, kind of like these arms. So no dual molded legs for this one. A lot of people like to see dual molded legs. I'm okay with them not doing dual molded legs always, but here they've instead included printing for the arms, and those prints are nice. Like, the design of that print for either side mirrored is nice. Overall, the production work there is pretty good, but the red just has all the blue spilling through. And I'm not happy with that, because I shouldn't be, because that red there should be the same color as his hand and his body. That's what we should expect. It's not that hard to do. Other companies are able to do it. It's not impossible. And yeah, this is a cheap set, but still, Lego is all about only the best being good enough. So yes, I will call them out on clear quality issues, things that aren't done as well as they should be. The design work here is nice. Just the production work, again, leaves a little bit to be desired. Technically, this is the only spare piece, the leftover. However, I didn't show you most recently the web piece. I showed it at the beginning, but yeah, it's just a big old web piece that Spider-Man can wield. So, you know, he can hold it in the hand and then slap it on top of Sandman and just imagine, hey, you've caught him now. Also kind of works as a flag, a big spider webby flag. I bought this for its retail price of $10 US. And I do feel like I got $10 worth of Lego stuff here. Yeah, that's not a bad deal. 2 minifigures, a decent sized vehicle. The side build honestly doesn't really do much for me at all. I guess they had a little bit of extra parts budget for it, so they made something out of it, and that's fine and all. But I mean, honestly, this is not a bad vehicle. And anybody who says that a toy made for young kids, designed and made for young kids, should not have a vehicle for Spider-Man just doesn't get it. This is not made for you. This is not made for me. This is not made for us. This is made for young kids, 4+. And it doesn't matter how many of us old cranky people complain that Spider-Man in the real Marvel universe does not need a vehicle. Millions of kids around the world have enjoyed figures in vehicles that aren't necessarily correct and appropriate, canonically correct for that character. And it's been just fine. It's good fun. So don't worry about it. I think it's perfectly fine to look at high-end sets and be like, why are you putting a Thor mech into a high-end? I'm just theoretically, hypothetically, it's fine to geek out over that stuff. But this is a 4+ set, and putting Spider-Man in a quad, I think, is perfectly fine. I think is good. I think a lot of kids will enjoy it, so I'm happy for that. I'm not happy about the arm printing. Not happy about the torso printing here at all, because otherwise this is a really cool Sandman, regardless of the price point or the target audience for it. And yeah, side build, whatever. So yeah, there you go. I didn't do a build for this because it's such a small set, and 45 pieces in total. What didn't really feel worth it, but I will continue to do builds for increasingly smaller sets. I've seen more and more people saying they appreciate seeing the build videos for even small sets. So I'll try to accommodate more of those in the future as I continue to bring you more reviews right here on this channel. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.